Hi again, welcome along to the beautiful You Can Close Your Eyes. Let me give you a quick overview of the way to approach this song, and it's typical of so many James Taylor songs. The things you have to concentrate on getting exactly right are the bass notes while you're singing the song. The bass notes he chooses are very important to the feeling he wants. And of course you have to get the licks right that come in between the vocal lines. Those are just crucial to James Taylor's style. Within that, whilst you're singing the song, what JT does is he keeps the actual strumming pattern. He uses little gentle finger strums around those important bass notes, and they can be whatever feels natural to you. Put them in a little bit. If you listen very carefully to the original recording, you can hardly even hear them. What you can hear clearly are the bass notes and just the tiniest feather of a finger brushing the strings around those bass notes. So I'm going to show you what he's doing, but don't feel that you must exactly replicate his strum pattern whilst he's singing. Anything that feels natural to you will be fine. So once again, bass notes are crucial and the licks in between the vocal lines are crucial. Everything else is what you feel. All right, let's get into the intro. It's going to sound like this. I should have mentioned, by the way, that we're capoed at the first fret. That's what James Taylor does on the studio version. I've seen him play it live with no capo or capoed at the second fret, so you find where it suits your voice. On this intro, we're going to kick off with a D chord shape held down, and we're going to play the third string. That's a little pickup note. And then we're going to play fourth and second strings together, then come up the first string, open to second fret, and then swing into what I call the reinforced G chord, the G chord that has the second string third fret and the first string third fret, and I use the middle finger to swing up to the sixth string third fret. Pinch 6, 2 and 1, and then have everything except the ring finger come away. It's an A7 sus4 chord, one of James Taylor's favourite chords. It's all over his music. You just want that one finger, play 5, 1 and 2. That last chord rings across the next bar. That's what those numbers in parentheses are. Then you play the fifth string again, and then have the middle finger take over the second string at the second fret, 5, 3 and 2. And that can ring for a little bit before you will eventually need to put down the third string second fret, which actually is the reappearance of the D chord at the start of the next bar. So the count of those two bars needs to go together, so let's put those back together. And 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and that little note is just a little pickup before you're about to go back into the D chord and effectively repeat bar 2. The only difference is that once we get to the reinforced G chord, we don't play the A7 sus chord there. We simply descend the bass to the sixth string second fret and play that note. Keep the G chord ringing while you do that. Because it's heading us to E minor 7, the next bar, where everything comes away except the ring finger, play 6 and 2, third string open, and then keep the same chord shape held down. The chord now moves to an A7 sus chord, but actually our fingers don't need to move. James Taylor loves this particular chord sequence of E minor 7 to A7, A7 sus without the fingers moving. Pinch 5 and 1 and play the second string. So 1 and 2 and, or with the previous bar, 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2. Well, and we're into the verse. Now we want a D chord.